again. Yes. Namo Vrundavanankyaya Tubhyam Golokamauline Purna Brahma Tapatraya Namo Govardhanaya Cham. My respectful obeisances to you, who are the crown of Goloka and who sits on Vrindavana's lap. My respectful obeisances to Govardhana, the parasol of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Namo Vrindavanankaya. Tubhyam Golokamahuline. Purna Brahmatapatraya. Namo Govardhanaya Cha. Repeating this verse over and over, I contemplated the pastimes of which it reminded me how Giriraja became preeminent in the spiritual sky, how he appeared on earth, and how Krishna lifted him. Before we visit the sacred sites around Govardhan Hill, let us hear these three pastimes with faithful hearts. After all, we receive blessings on parikrama in proportion to our faith. May hearing these pastimes give faith in service to Giriraja, to those who have not yet heard them, and may devotion to the divine couple's best servant increase in those already familiar with them. Now, let us hear these three pastimes. Along with the glory and opulences of Giri Govardhana and the process by which to worship the king of mountains on the festival day known as Annakota. So the first pastime. The first pastime describes how Govardhana Hill became the crest jewel of Vraja by appearing from the heart of Lord Krishna in Goloka Vrindavana, where the Lord and his associates live eternally. How eternal objects and persons appear and disappear in the land where there is neither birth nor death is summarized later in the appendix. Okay. Now, dear Vaishnavas, contemplate this carefully. By a serious and a scrutinizing study of this matter, your understanding of Goloka, Bhauma Vrindavana, and New Vrajadama will surely mature. Long, long ago in Mithila, Narada Muni told the story of Govardhana's birth to King Bahulashva, who wanted to know how this great hill first appeared from Lord Krishna's chest. So this is the pastime we are hearing, dear devotees. Appearance of Govardhana on Bhauma Vrindavana. How did that happen? The Giriraj Govardhan that we are seeing here in Bhauma Vrindavana has appeared from the heart of Lord Krishna in Gokula. Yeah. So, Narada Muni told this story to Govardhana's birth, story of Govardhana's birth to King Bahulashva. Oh yeah, King Bahulashva. We heard about him in Srimad Bhagavatam, how Lord Krishna came to Mithila to meet King Bahulashva, and there was that Brahmana too. Yes. So that's King Bahulashva. Narada Muni told the story of Govardhana's birth to King Bahulashva. And So, who wanted to know how this great hill first appeared from Lord Krishna's chest? So, Narada Muni is narrating this to King Bahulashva about Govardhana's birth. Narada began by describing how Lord Krishna, in his own abode and from his own spiritual form, manifested his countless associates, beginning with Sesha, who has gigantic white coils. Wow, this is beautiful. How his own abode, along with Sesha, is all from Lord Krishna. Of course, yeah, Lord Krishna has Sandhini Shakti, Samvit Shakti, Ahladini Shakti. So Krishna is the source of these Shaktis. And from the Sandhini Shaktis, when Krishna expands as Balarama, that's Sandhini Shaktis from that expansion of Balarama. Yes, we understand that. So then from the Lord's feet came the river Ganges. And from his left shoulder, the river Yamuna. And from his anklets, the arena of the Rasas dance. And from his legs, his favorite forest grew. Oh, this is beautiful. So from Lord's feet came the river Ganges, and from his left shoulder, the river Yamuna. Oh, so the river Yamuna that we have in Bama Vrindavana is from Lord's left shoulder. And the arena of the Rasa dance is from the Lord's anklets. And from his legs, these favorite forest groves of Vrindavan. Beautiful. So as we may see them as geographical points, but they are all from the transcendental body of the Lord. Okay, and now it continues. From his knees came Vrindavana forest. So from his legs, his favorite forest grove came. From his knees came Vrindavana forest. From his hips, the Yoga Pita. From the line of hairs on his abdomen, many flowering vines. And from his navel, the varieties of lotus flowers in Goloka's lakes. From the folds of skin on his abdomen appeared a gentle breeze. From his two collarbones, Mathura and Dwaraka. From his arms, 8 friends led by Sri Dama. And from his wrist, his father Nanda. From the hairs on his body came the cowherd boys. From his mind, the cows and bulls. From his intelligence, the grass, plants, and shrubs. And from his left shoulder, his most beloved Srimati Radharani. So from his left shoulder, the river Yamuna. Also from his left shoulder, Srimati Radharani. That's what we read here. And then from Sri Radha's arms emerged Lalita and Vishaka. And from her bodily hairs, the other gopis. In this way, Krishna and Radha manifested the unlimited wonders and residence of Goloka. So here, I am unsure if it is an error or if it is the truth. From his left shoulder, the river Yamuna, I read that here. And again, I also read here that from his left shoulder, his most beloved Srimati Radharani. So I'm unclear about that, if that was an error or if it's the truth. But yeah, these are the manifestations directly from transcendental body Lord Sri Krishna. So we heard how the whole Dhamma, everything in the Dhamma, and the grooves, the rivers, the breeze, everything which is part of Sandhini Shakti is from the body of the Lord. And Srimati Radharani, who is Ahladini Shakti, is from the Lord, directly from the Lord. So we will pause here, dear devotees, and we will continue this tomorrow. Having heard how the whole Dham and the transcendental personalities have directly manifested from Shama Sundara Krishna. Hare Krishna.